Hello again, this is Debbie from Acrylic Pouring, and today I've tried to do something a little bit different. Because of my little island location, I don't have access to a lot of supplies, a lot of paints and things, but what I do have access to is a cupboard full of old soap making supplies, because I used to make a lot of soaps and body preparations and beauty products, eyeshadows, lots of things like that. A long time ago now, and I've got a lot of leftovers, both in terms of soap colorants and mica pigments. So I thought what I would try to do was make some of my own paints, and here's the results of my experiment. I made a little color chart. So my paints basically come in two forms. So let's take a look at this one. This is a copper sparkle mica from Brambleberry, and it's a soap additive. I just gently take the top off without creating too much mess. You can see, or maybe not, it's very, very fine, very, very sparkly, and would have been used in soap or eyeshadows and things. You can see, if I bring my finger up, that's what it looks like on your finger. Very, very rich colour. Oh, wipe that off on myself. Should have had a cloth. And so what I did was I tried to see if the micas were water soluble, and it pretty much came out that around 2/3 of them were and 1/3 weren't. So I just add them to a little bit of water and mix and see if they would dissolve. So 2/3 did, 1/3 didn't. I had a lot of really wacky colours, bright colours. Here's one, for example, Tangerine Wow. Really nice, a really fluorescent, bright kind of peachy orange. But no matter how much I tried, this is not water soluble. So it was just separate. All I was getting was water and lumps. So that one and around 1/3 of mine wouldn't work, but lots of others did. Here's another one. Anything that basically was kind of sparkly worked really well. So here's a blue. Again, it's got lots of sparkles in it, and this dissolves really well in water. And I ended up with quite a few colours in the end. Got, oh yeah, this is the copper. So once I've mixed the copper, this is what it looks like. So what I did was I just took a few drops of water to make sure that the mica would dissolve. And when I saw that it did, then I just added Floetrol. So basically this is just some mica, a few little drops of water to see if it would dissolve, and then the rest is just mixed into Floetrol. And it's already the right kind of paint consistency, so I think it's good. I don't really need to do anything to it. I don't need to add any more water, and I've got a perfect copper kind of metallic paint. And here's the one for the blue. I've just made up tiny little amounts for now, just as a bit of a test, because I don't have a lot of the Floetrol left. So here's the blue, really, really nice. So it's got a lot more glitter in it, a lot more sparkle. I mean, not really glitter, but it's just kind of metallic and sparkly, a lot more than my regular paint, so I'm happy with that. Then I've also got some of these liquid colours. So I've got these in some really bright and wacky kind of fluorescent colours like this. So I did exactly the same. I just took a few drops. These are all water soluble. They were all absolutely fine. So I just added a few drops to my Floetrol, and ended up, it really was very, very intensely coloured, because you only add a few drops into your soap. So this is the lime green, for example. It's basically the Floetrol with 2 or 3 drops of the lime green in it, and it makes a very bright and fluorescent paint. So then I put them all on a little colour chart just to see, you know, how would they dry. And the liquid colours, the ones here, the yellow, the lime green, the red and the pink, the ones that I've tried out so far, absolutely beautiful as paints. Some of these other ones, these were the mica colours, and some of them are really good, some of them less so. This orchid one here, for example, has separated a little bit. It's a gorgeous colour. You can see the colour in the tub just here, but now that I look back at the paint, it's separated and it's not turned out very well. So although it seemed okay when I mixed it at the time, that's one actually that isn't going to work, so he's set to one side because it didn't paint well. All of the others painted well. This copper sparkle the blue sparkle and a gold sparkle that I've got. Absolutely phenomenal. Really, really love those. However, there's one thing. Some of them are a little bit grainy. So where, I don't know if it's just that I didn't stir the mica in enough, or whether here the honey beige is particularly bad. So I can bring that up to the camera, you may or may not be able to see, but it's got little bumps in the paint just there. The copper really doesn't. That one looks awesome. Look, you can see the shine on that copper. That's going to be a really nice one. The blue sparkle again, really nice, and the gold. So where I was right out of gold paint and it's so expensive, I can now make my own. And the cappuccino is like a dark bronze kind of sparkle, and some other colours too that don't have the sparkle, but they're all still really nice. So I've now got myself a load of extra paints, and I've still got a few more of the liquid soap additives that I haven't tried just yet. And then one last thing I had was this, which is a very fine iridescent glitter. And so I thought, well, what can I do with that? Can I mix it in with a paint? And I could certainly mix it in with a white perhaps, but I thought, seeing the Floetrol is just kind of clear when it dries, I would just mix it in with the Floetrol. So I just mixed a little bit of glitter in. Again, I don't know if you'll see on the camera, but there's just Floetrol and glitter in there. And when I tested that out on my palette just here, gives me a patch of glitter. So again, that's something that maybe I could try. I could put it in a white or a silver, or just put it in on its own as a little ribbon of glitter through some of my paintings. So I'm very happy. I've got a lot more extra colours now that I can work on, and buying a big thing of Floetrol and putting in some of these, which basically, you know, I don't have any use for anymore. It's going to be a lot cheaper for me than buying paint. So now all I need to do is just mix up a little bit more of a few of them, and I'll practice in a later video and see how well they actually work when I blend them together. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope if you enjoyed this video and some of my others that you'll hit subscribe and then hit that tiny bell icon to be notified when I do some new videos. Thank you for watching. It's Debbie from acrylicpouring.com.